Hey y'all, it's Golden Crown and I'm back with another video. As y'all can see, I'm wearing the top from last time. Y'all see my baby shirt. Y'all remember it, period. If you don't remember it, check out my last video. That was my first video. This is my second and I'm on a roll. Anyways, today we are gonna get into my hairstylist qualities, and I am gonna be doing a tutorial on how to make a closure wig. I almost said frontal. This is a frontal wig, but today we making a closure wig.
I know y'all probably hate when people talk too much when they're giving hair tutorials, so we gonna get right into this video. Okay, y'all, so this is my mesh dome cap. I prefer using mesh dome caps because, like, I don't know, they just better and they give you a tighter fit. It's better than the elastic one. And I got this head from Amazon because, you know, that's where all the good stuff come from. It's pretty old now. And I got the wig stand from Amazon as well. So this is what I will be using today to construct my wig. Now let's get into it.
Okay, so here we have the closure and I have it lined up with the very front of the cap. Make sure it's perfectly lined up because you want that thing to be flat. So you have to line it up right at the end. So first you put the stick pin in on one side when it's lined up on that side. Then on the other side, you line it up and put another stick pin on that side. I do not have the proper stick pins, you know, since we quarantined or whatever. I had to buy these little like short stick pins. So if you have real stick pins, use those. Or you could just order some off Amazon because, you know, that's where everything is. So, yeah. So I was having a hard time here, obviously. Like, that thing was hard to put in. Woo, but I'm gonna try again. Look at me. I'm thick, y'all. I'm trying to stick that thing in there. Oh, got it. Period. So, yeah, now I'm double checking that it's lined up. And it's lined up, period. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna grab some. What I'm grabbing? Oh. So this helps you to have it completely flat, like clipping the hair out the way so you could line up everything how you really want it. And now I'm going in the back of it and I'm making sure it's as flat as possible laying down. And where I lay it down at, I'm sticking the stick pin in, period. Because why wouldn't I? Because you got to achieve the flatness. Ooh, I'm cute, y'all. So, what the hell? Oh, that's when it had broke. It broke. I told you them things small. So, yep. Second time's a charm. Now that side's flat, I'm going to go to the other side. And I'm going to stick the stick pin in the other side. Now, I know that it's not really up close so you can see it. But I promise you, if you can just listen to the sound of my voice, you will understand. I'm really not doing nothing too difficult, honestly. I just literally stuck the stick pins in there. Now I'm checking to see if everything is aligned. And yeah, it is. So now I got my needle and I got my thread. Okay, now that I got my needle and my thread, I'm going to go ahead and sew this bad boy on. So now what I'm doing, if you know how to sew, this should be straightforward. I'm really starting right at the tip where the closure and the cap meets, and I'm pulling the thread through. Now right here, I'm going to show you how I'm pulling it through. I put the needle inside the thread and through. So I kind of like looped it and I pulled it to make sure it was tight. So next, I'm just going to keep sewing across. Here, you want to make small, like you want to sew as close as possible because you want it to be absolutely flat. Like, that baby got to be flat. Like, flat. Like, flat, like my little sister booty, flat. So, yep, keep sewing that thing. Okay, y'all, I'm doing this in fast motion because I'm trying to get it over. And whenever you see me put up like my fingers or whatever, like if I put two, that means I put the needle through twice. Like I tied the needle twice because that secures it. Like, I don't know if y'all understand what I'm saying, but like when you sewing, like in order to secure it at certain spots, and this is just personally, this is what I do. I take the needle through and I wrap it around twice, like I just did there. Like I wrap the thread around the needle 2 times, and then I just keep going doing it once, like one at a time, like bam, 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 keep going, bam, 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 as you see me doing right here. That thing is flat, baby. I don't know what y'all talking about, but that thing is flat. Okay, so now I'm motherfucking done. Look at that. That's flat. That motherfucker flat. Okay, I'm getting jiggy. Ooh, come here.
Okay, y'all. So this is 26 inches of luxurious Brazilian hair. And I am not official yet. Like, I do not have my own official hairline, but it is in the works. And this is hair from my vendor. This is also the same hair that I have in my hair right now. And yeah, I love it. Like, do you see it though? Do you see it? You see it? You see it? I know you see it. I know you see it.
Okay, y'all, I got my hair, I got my needle, and I'm finna show y'all where I'm about to sew. Make sure you leave a little space between the band and the neck. Alright, y'all, I'm big. So right now, I just sewed down the first track, and like I said before, leave a little space between the band and the neck part. Now I'm gonna cross over. I'm gonna show you guys how I fold. This is the folding method, so I'm gonna show y'all how I do it. First, I start off by putting the pin on the opposite side of where I fold, and this basically measures out how much of the track I'm gonna be using. So then after that, I go back on that side, and personally, with the way I do my wigs, I sew them all the way to the end of the cap. So I start to sew right there, and I loop it through the band. Well, not the band, but the net on the band and my weft. And this creates the fold. But I always make sure it's wrapped 3 times. Like, I don't know if y'all saw it, but yeah. I always, like, when I knot it right there, I make sure I do it 3 times. I put the thread around 3 times. Right here, I'm just securing down where I'm going to sew. Like, this keeps everything in place and also keeps your cap from being bunched up while you're sewing. So next, I'm just going to go through and keep sewing. If you already know how to sew prior to this, then this shouldn't be that hard. I might make another video showing how to sew. Okay, I'm going to speed it up for y'all and just keep on going. Okay, so I've just rethreaded my needle because I ran out, of course. And so now I'm just continuing to sew. I got a closer up view for y'all now, so you could probably see a little better what I'm doing. And I'm basically just interlooping the needle with the thread, and I'm continuing on. I'm just pushing on, you know, like, that's all I can do because I got to get this wig made, period. So, yeah, enjoy watching me do this.
inches. And yes, it is true to length, body wave, and I am going to be putting this bundle in next, so stay tuned.
I start right here, and then I go, like the second stitch I make, I do it 3 times. Then the third one I make, I do it just once, and just keep going. 1, 2, right there. Okay, y'all, we on our last bundle. I'm sure I won't use all of it, but something that I usually do if I don't use all of hair at the top, I will like go through and see what places could be filled in, and I just put the remainder of the tracks in there, because I know people be wanting to use all their hair, like they pay for it, so of course they want all their hair. But anyway, so I'm about to show y'all. This like is a really important key to me, because you want to sew as close as you can to the closure. So what I do is when I get all the way at the top, I take my bundle, you know, I take it apart or whatever, you know, take my stuff apart. This might take a little minute, I'm a little slow. It just keep rolling it and roll it and roll it and roll it and roll it. You get it? Yeah, you rolling it. Okay, so yeah, yep. So then separate, bam. Hold on, yeah. Anyways, so what I would be doing is, let me let this down some. This is uncut raw TV. Okay. So what I'm doing now is sewing a track right where the closure is. So literally like right up on the closure, like almost not on it per se, but as close as I can get. So like I would put it as close as possible. I'll put a pin right here where it starts. Make sure you put the pin exactly where you started sewing on your closure. God dang, get in there. There you go. Okay. So bam, you got one right there. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna try that again. Put it in there. Okay. And then you take it around town. Take it around town. Make sure it's lined up with your closure. Poke that thing in. Bam. So far. Whew. Make sure everything is perfectly aligned so you can sew it right super close to your closure. So my thread fell on the floor. That's not important. Now I'm gonna sew right where it begins. Right at the top. And remember, as I told y'all earlier, do not, when you're sewing on the band, like where the band is of the cap, do not sew into the band. Just sew on the net on top of the band. Because if you don't, like if you sew the actual band, it will be so tight, you probably won't even be able to put the wig on. Like the elastic band is going to be tight to the point where you probably don't even fit the wig. So remember, do not sew on that darn band, okay? Don't sew on that darn band, okay, y'all? Well, y'all wig, that ain't gonna be no wig. That's gonna be a toupee. Okay, so this is how it looks after you've sewn your top track on. It is seamless all the way through. You know, that's very important because you don't want it to be like open space between where your tracks start and where your closure ends. So that's perfect. Like, what I do is I separate this from the rest so I can finish sewing the rest of the bundles in. And then I clip it. Bam, bam, wop, da bam. Yup. All right. So bam. Now, all I have to do is continue to keep sewing my tracks in. Be right back. 5, 6, 7, 8. Is your girl booty fat? Can you see it from the back? Do you have a heart attack when she gonna throw it back? Do you want to have a chat or you want to have a crack? Da-da-da-da-da. Is the girl booty fat? Okay. So yeah, everything is done. Everything is sewn in. I already went back and I put the other tracks in. So this a wig, y'all. Y'all just saw me make this wig. I hope y'all at home could do what I just did, you know, because I did that. So the last thing, the very last thing I have to do here, other than styling it and stuff, which you can see me style it in the next video. I just saying. But anyway, the next and last, the final thing I'm going to do is take this off of her. You take it off. Oh, my baby. Oh, yeah. She don't want to be seen like that. Okay. So, I took it off. Now, you see you got this extra cap. You cut the cap off. So, be careful with this part. You see, you got to cut exactly, like you cannot cut the thread. And it's kind of hard to know where the thread starts at on the band. So, you have to look from the inside to make sure you're not cutting it. So I'm going to get my scissors and I'm going to start cutting. And make sure you got some good scissors, because if you don't, this task going to be hard. Trust me, I done tried it with some bogus scissors. Yeah, no. So I'm cutting along the lines. I cut along the lines. Let me find out I don't got good scissors. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, there you go. Fossil iron. Okay. So just keep cutting until you can't cut no more. Please do not cut off where you stitched, because especially if you sewed it on like how I did, where I just did one stitch all the way through like that, your whole closure could possibly come off, and you do not want that. So be careful where you cut. Be careful where you cut. Be careful where you cut. Okay, I'm back right here. So I'm turning it on the other side. Don't get no West Scott scissors, because them don't work. Them don't work. And here I go telling y'all, don't use no bogus scissors. But look what my scissors do. No. I can't. Oh. You know what? Caught it. Ha! Cat-like reflexes. Okay. Now that I've done that, hold on, y'all. Now that I have done that, it's just lace at the top. And that will be where you can part your hair and, you know, do your little style, how you want it, middle part it or whatever. And yes. But anyways, I'm going to put this back on my head. Don't matter how she look right now. She don't like it. Put it back on. You okay, Patrice? I just made that up, y'all. I don't know. I don't got no name for my wig yet. I don't got no name for my wig yet. Anywho, so there y'all go. Look at that. Look. Cause who? Y'all, by the way, this is one of my clients' wigs. I made this for my client/cousin. So when I put it on her, when I customize it and stuff, I will be back with another video. Look at that. Look at it. Yes. Giving me life. I got to bleach the knots, all that good stuff. But this is the finished product.